Hello, and welcome to podcast Healing Our Wounds, Child Abuse Awareness, Darlene J. Clark's channel. If you know anything about this first case that I'll talk about in a little while, anything that may assist the investigation, the thing at the bottom of the page, it gives a number called Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. I always like starting out with the Bible verse that said from Matthew 18 verse 6, "But whosoever shall offend one of these little ones, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea." Hi there, Jackie. Good to see you. How are you doing? Hi, Tammy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I try to get the word out about some of these stories and all. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. We need to speak out. There's much of this going on. It's supposed to have stormed here today, and it's changed to where they are now saying that thunderstorms will be tomorrow. Thank you so much. I try to do the best I can do. Um, I do go ahead and say that with the copyright issues, a lot of people there's some copyright statutes that I abide by. It's got a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Oh, thank you so much. But I don't want no hell. No, 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 no. So where are you located, Tammy? If I may ask, that is. Yeah, it's a pretty day here, and I live in Tennessee, North Carolina. Then it's going to head your way after it heads our way in a couple of days, probably. They were saying that we're supposed to have thunderstorms today, and I'm glad that we don't. I'm going to share my screen and go ahead and go to the. It needs to get off of there. The setup has kind of changed a little bit. I'm not sure why. Entire screen, share. I've got different stories here. Ooh, homemade coconut bread. Can you pass some this way too? You turned out okay? I pray for a lot of my friends and family that's in those areas. I've got a granddaughter that lives in Illinois, and they get a brunt of the stuff that goes through Missouri. I had seen this morning, and I said, "Well, I better talk about this." And I said, "Why don't I open up more cases of awareness what this is going on?" A young girl was taken while walking to school. There's Hamilton School. Um, I guess I could see whether or not y'all could hear this or not. Let me know. Put a one if you could hear this video when I start it. If you can't, I'll change the settings where you can hear it. All right. Oh wow, commercial first. Could y'all hear that? You hear it fine? Okay, good. Okay, I'll go ahead. Thank you. You can't hear it right now? Okay, let me okay. Uh-oh. You can't hear it now? Okay, let me go to okay. Let me go to the settings over here at StreamYard and change the settings here. So y'all be able to see as I how I go about changing the settings, all right? Go to default right here and I'll choose my mic and go to
On edge tonight, police say a student was abducted near her school. Fortunately, the child was released, but police are still looking for her abductor. Action News 5's Bria Bolden live now with some answers, and really, Bria, more questions than answers tonight.
Right. Well, this is such a scary situation. That reported abduction happened yesterday. This email, an alert, was sent to parents this morning.
Me being a mother of all these kids, I don't wish it on nobody.
Hamilton K through 8 and Hamilton High School parents woke up to this message from the district Friday morning. A student taken against her will while walking to school just one day ago.
That's scary. That's scary.
Laverne Williamson, 6th grader, goes to Hamilton K through 8 and says she wasn't aware of Thursday's abduction, but remembers being notified by the district about a similar incident in March.
You know, once they say something is happening, you kind of like let your guards down. Now you got to pick them back up.
In March, the district told parents a man had been driving around the area attempting to pick up students against their will.
I was worried because it could have been my child. You know, I just don't know what to say about all this.
Police say the abduction happened near Ethlyn and Silver Streets, less than half a mile from Hamilton K through 8 and half a mile from Hamilton High School. Keith Arrett, who was notified via text, hopes the kidnapper is caught, but some parents want more from the district.
It needs to be more security. I mean, in the evening time, you don't see, there's no officers, there's no security. You need more security out here with these kids.
Jamaica Quinn echoes that call, fearing another child could be next.
They need more security. They need more people that is responsible, reliable, and hands on deck. Because if you're not protecting your youth, then who will?
So the district and Memphis police are asking the community to be on the lookout if they see this person who did this, or if anybody has any information about this investigation. Make sure you contact Memphis police. Reporting live from MSCS headquarters tonight, Bria Bolden, Action News 5.
Can y'all hear me okay now? Is this so? This is the first time you're hearing of the story? Okay. It's kind of scary. And then there was a Memphis police. Here's another story here where Memphis police investigated attempted kidnapping of an 11-year-old girl. This was back, and this was in Memphis again. And she was on her way to school. See, it happened again. A couple keeps happening. Memphis police investigated attempted kidnapping, and that was in 2018. Scary moments for a young girl who said this time a woman tried to kidnap her as she was on her way to school. Memphis police say the incident happened in the 4000 block of Knight Arnold around 7:30 Monday morning. According to a police report, the victim says she was walking to school when a woman jumped out of a small burgundy four-door car with a dent on the driver's side, grabbed her arm, and tried to pull her inside. It's scary. You don't want kids in the neighborhood being snatched or abducted. It could have been my child, said a parent, Tanika Cradler. The child screamed and managed to get away. She's safe and not harmed. Memphis police did not put the incident out on Twitter until Tuesday afternoon. Investigators say it's a process with cases like this, and investigators must interview all the parties involved and potential witnesses. Although a handful of parents say they received notices about the incident, Christy James says she did not. Yes, there is. There is too many instances of this going on. Memphis police are looking for a black female suspect. This was back in 2018. I pray that they found her by now, since this was been several years. And there was also a man in the car. Memphis police are looking for a black female suspect and a man who was driving the car. So it was accomplices. It was not just a woman. It was a man and woman that was trying to kidnap her. Parents are now revisiting safety methods for their kids who walk to school. Evidently, they still have not put safety measures in there for the kids walking to school, and that's a shame. There does need to be more security personnel out there. This is happening too much. This one mother said, I make him walk with friends. He's not allowed to talk to strangers. I kind of keep an eye out, even if he's out playing on the streets. You need to. At all times, parents need to be hyper vigilant and teach their kids to be hyper vigilant as well. And it said if somebody approaches them or attempts to approach them, you scream and you run. You drop everything and you run. Local 24 reached out to Shelby County Schools to see when notices were sent to parents, and we are waiting for a response. And that, of course, this was 2018, so we could go ahead and get off of this one right there. And there's, okay, I need to share my screen again, don't I? Full screen. And this is that this was done in 2016, so it's happening too much in Memphis, and you would think that they would already fix the security issues by now when this keeps happening through the different years, and it's probably happening more than it's even reported. Oh, really? Grabbed her when she was even with her mom? Where was that at? Where was that at, Tammy? Can y'all hear me? I don't think my StreamYard is, for some reason, it doesn't seem like y'all could hear me. Okay. Is this any better? Can you hear me now? Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Okay, it does work. All right. Just had to make sure that it was still working. Great. I was afraid that I had the settings wrong because on my screen, it wasn't showing that echo thing around my picture like it normally does. So I was questioning. All right. And this happened in 2016. Arrest made after young girl grabbed, raped on her way to school. This is an archived article, and information in this article may be outdated. Please look at the timestamp on the story to see when it was last updated. Like I said, it was December 5th, 2016. In Memphis, Tennessee. I hate these things over here to the side. I wish they wouldn't come up. I don't see a thing where I could exit out either, so it's just going to have to be there. In Memphis, Tennessee, an arrest had been made after an 11-year-old girl was raped on her way to school Monday morning. Larry Ward, age 20, is charged with rape, aggravated kidnapping, and aggravated assault. We never had issues like that over here. Never, ever. Not issues about rape. This is like a family community over here, said parent the Peloton Richmond. The child was going to Geter Middle School around 7 a.m. from her home. She was only about a mile away when a man in a blue SUV pulled up. He snatched her, put her in the truck, raped her, and then dropped her off over here, the victim's mother said. The girl was left in a ditch near Delta and Mason Roads. She was battered and bruised, her mother said, but is expected to be okay. Police were in the area for hours searching for the man who did this. On Monday evening, they said they found the suspect and took him into custody. Police have not yet identified him, which they did, up here, Larry Ward. Okay. And Monday evening, they said they found the suspect, took him in, okay? And as official charges are pending, he's top priority, said before the suspect was captured. I mean, anytime you have anything like this happening with juveniles, kids on the way to school, kids are our prized possession. If they're your prized possession, do something about protecting them. Have security all the way. Even at every crosswalk that the kids have to do, there needs to be adults. Adults walk with the kids. There's other safety measures to have also, which I'll be sharing that also. Please encourage parents to make sure their children have a buddy to walk to school with. They said it's harder for someone to deal with a group than with a single child. It's a kid, that's a child. Wow. That was in Memphis also. That was that had to do with a school teacher also? Let me look it up right quick. Um, oh, you said Eliza, right? I'm showing y'all as I'm doing it. Memphis teacher. Memphis teacher Eliza Fletcher died from a gunshot wound to the back of her head, autopsy reveals. Said that Eliza Fletcher, the Memphis teacher who was abducted while on an early morning jog earlier this month, and that was, when was this? 2022 in September. Yeah, that's her right there. She was abducted while on an early morning jog early this month, died from a gunshot wound to the back of her head and blunt force injury, according to an autopsy report obtained by CNN affiliate WHBQ. Autopsy examination revealed a perforated gunshot wound to the head. The report from the West Tennessee Regional Forensic Center said, based on all the currently known and available information, the cause of death is gunshot wound and blunt force injury of the head, and the manner of death is homicide. They say the 30-year-old Cleotha Henderson allegedly passed by the 34-year-old teacher in an SUV while she was jogging in a neighborhood near the University of Memphis on September 2nd. Authorities allege Henderson got out of the vehicle and chased Fletcher, eventually forcing her into the passenger seat around 4 a.m. in the morning. Fletcher's body was discovered 4 days later behind a vacant complex. Henderson had been charged with Fletcher's murder. He remains in the Shelby County Jail on no bond. Fletcher, a mama too, was a junior kindergarten teacher at Memphis St. Mary's Episcopal School. She was an avid runner who routinely ran 8.2 miles in the pre-dawn hours before her trial. Oh, okay. Yeah, this one made big news too, and it's kind of sad that it's done to different people of different ages too. Uh, you did find it on what did you say? North Carolina. Let's see, jogger. Let's see, 16-year-old grabbed when jogging with a mom. Okay, I'll type that in. Okay. Oops. And see, I keep doing typos. Okay. There's a Memphis police surveillance obtained an investigative children. Oh, that's at Memphis. Woman kidnapped with jogging. Man accused of grabbing 12-year-old. Oh, jogging on a trail. Is that it, possibly? Caesar Ray's right there. 12, but this is a 12-year-old girl said a man grabbed her while she was jogging on the Seminole Wakavai Trail near North Street on Friday evening. According to authorities, Caesar Ray's 23 faces counts of battery and false imprisonment. The 12-year-old runner said Ray's asked if she needed a running partner, and when she decided, oh, thanks. I hate how that messes it up. Okay. But denied he touched her in any way. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get on back down. See right there? She was right there wanting to run with the mom. Her mom was waiting at a nearby trailhead. Reyes admitted to investigators that he spoke to the 12-year-old, but denied that he touched her in any way. Race was released after posting bond. He denies it, y'all. He totally denies that he grabbed her. What if a lot of them do deny it? Deny, don't they? Yeah, that's the one. I believe that was the one because the mother was right there, at the trailhead. And this is protecting against child predators, and they even give you the opportunity to print this out for anybody who might like the information. It's at verywellfamily.com, protecting against child predators. An unpleasant and frightening. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Let me start all over. And we got to give credit where credit's due to Catherine Lee. She updated this on January the 5th, 2021. Medically reviewed by Anne Louise T. Lockhart, Psych D. ABPP. As unpleasant and frightening as it may be for parents to think about the possibility of their child being hurt by a predator, it's crucial that parents talk with their kids. I'm going to make this bigger where y'all can see it easier too. It's crucial that parents talk with their kids about personal safety. Teaching your children how to protect themselves against child predators is as important as other measures you use every day to keep them safe, such as making sure they use a seatbelt. By teaching your children how to avoid possible dangers and what to do if they find themselves in a potentially threatening situation, you will empower them to know what to do in the event you are not there to protect them. You got that right. You, yeah, it's dangerous no matter where. Let's see. For all ages, you got that right. Here's the important tips. First one says teach your child the power of no. Child predators are very good at seeking out children who may be afraid or reluctant to oppose an adult, or who may be easily threatened or coerced. Tell your child to trust their instincts. If they do not feel comfortable or are scared around someone, to tell that person in a very loud voice, no. If they're asked to keep a secret or go somewhere with that person without you, and to tell them immediately about what happened. It says, tell your children what to do. There's a book out. I guess hopefully it might be at Amazon or whatever. It says, don't assume your child will know what to do. In his book, Protecting the Gift, Keeping Children and Teenagers Safe and Parents Sane, security consultant Gavin DeBecker mentions a classic segment of the Oprah Winfrey Show that aired in 1993. In the show, Oprah producers and child safety advocate Ken Wooden conducted an experiment with a parent's permission in which they were able to successfully lure away every single child participating in the test out of the playground in an average of 35 seconds. Even when you tell your kids no, don't walk off with strangers and all this, they're easily to be swayed. Some people are so good at what they do when they want to really get a kid, they're really serious about doing it. They won't stop at nothing. Exactly. You see how fast every child within the average of 35 seconds. That is scary as heck. Before the experiment, the parents had insisted that their child would not talk to a stranger or would not leave the park with someone they didn't know. Needless to say, they were wrong to assume that their child would not be vulnerable. Even though they taught their children, it was still done. These people were able to sway them away. So you don't just tell your kids, don't talk to strangers. You don't just do that. A lot of times kids wait. I got a puppy. I lost a puppy, or something. It's easily swayed. You want an ice cream? I'll get you an ice cream. For children, especially younger kids, don't focus on stranger danger. For children, especially younger kids, the concept of just who exactly is a stranger can be confusing. They may picture someone who is scary looking or who is mean. In fact, child safety experts have shown in experiments, such as the one mentioned above, that children will often follow someone if that person appears friendly and is persuasive enough by asking a child to help them find a lost puppy, for instance. Moreover, as DeBecker notes in Protecting the Gift, by telling a child to not trust strangers, parents are implicitly saying that it's okay to trust people they may know casually, such as a neighbor or a waiter or at a restaurant. So, and some of the perpetrators can be other people that they actually know. You have to be careful about that. Majority of kidnappings and sexual exploitation and is done by people that are known to the child. Singling out strangers as dangerous does not address the fact that dangers to children are greater from someone known to them or that or you than by a stranger. Notes Nancy McBride, National Safety Director at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Instead of telling your child not to ever talk to strangers, which may in fact deter them from seeking help if they are lost, yeah, that's a good point. If you teach them not ever talk to strangers, then then that's going to deter them to go on to a stranger saying, "Please help me," right? Teach them to find a woman, preferably one who is with a child. Well, you cannot say that nowadays and find a woman because look, that woman was trying to grab and kidnap that girl and pull her into the car. So it's kind of rough. I would not put that out there that says to find a woman and ask them to call 911 or call their parents. Other options: tell your child to go to a sales clerk with a name tag, uninformed law enforcement officer, or a person at an information booth, says McBride. I remember that a couple years ago we had an incident at the local McDonald's in our small town here in Pulaski, and there were some parents there, and they were some kids that was playing in the little McDonald's playground. Well, these other kids were playing uh, were with them and stuff, and the parent had trusted these kids for a little while, and the parents for a little while, just in time to go to the bathroom briefly or to walk to the counter. Um, and when the parents looked around, they were seeing their kids were going out the door with these other kids because that's what the parents had the other kids there to lure other kids and getting them to leave with the other kids. So be careful about who you trust because nowadays a lot of times they use other kids to bring the other kids too. So just be very careful about that one too. And if you see a child who appears to be lost, NCMEC produced a piece called "What Should You Do If You See a Child Who Appears to Be Lost?" to help people know what to do if they encounter a child who seems to be in need of assistance, finding their parents or caregivers. Yeah, for if I see a kid that seems to be lost and it's wandering down the street, I will go up to the child, you know, you know, at a safety standpoint and ask them if they're okay. If they're lost, try to get information. Um, I had asked a couple boys around here and kind of find out they were trying to break into the house across the street, and that kind of deterred them away from doing that. But yeah, I would go out there and still ask if the person was lost. Somebody one time had a scenario. So, what would you do if you were at a park, you're in your vehicle, then all of a sudden you see this grown man chasing this kid running all over the park? What will be the first thing you do? Well, it's kind of funny when some of them made a reply like, I'll just rev up my car and I'll go run over that man chasing that kid. They said, why are you going to do that? That could be just a father and a son playing chase. You know, then you're going to be in jail for murder. True, true. So you got to really acknowledge the situation, look around, and find out what's going on. You don't just act on a haste. You try to get the call 911 because a lot of times you're going to put yourself in danger and possibly get yourself killed if there's another adult around. But I would, and then if you try to grab the kid and say, I'm going to protect the kid, then all of a sudden you might have kidnapping charges on you for grabbing the kid. So that's what some of the people said, well, I'll grab the kid and keep him safe. Oh, so you want to be arrested for kidnapping when you're keeping the kid away from their daddy? It's like, okay. So it's pretty interesting playing out scenarios like that. Teach them about boundaries. Tell your child that no one should ever invade their personal space, whether in a public space or at home. Emphasize to your child that no one should ever get too close to them without a caregiver or one of their parents present. Designate trusted adults. Make a short list of safe grown-ups, such as an uncle, babysitter, grandparent, or neighbor, who are allowed to pick your child up from school or take care of them when you are not there or are late to pick up. Tell them to never go with anyone unless you have agreed beforehand to deviate from the list, and always make sure they know exactly who will be picking them up. Wow. You got security cameras on your house and records hardwire, not Wi-Fi. Keeps lights on at night. Help with the criminals and shootings. Wow, that is awesome that you got that extra security. I hope you don't have a lot of trouble around where you live. There are a lot of people that's having trouble with porch pirates, and a lot of the porch pirates get caught on the cam. It's like with my story, for y'all that knows my story, y'all know the perpetrators was my own family, my own parents. They were the SAers. They were the child abusers. But we're not going over that right now. But you don't know who to trust. But with saying designated people, that don't always work out sometimes. Like when my ex-husband's father had passed away, there was one of these guys that was in a neighborhood, and he was told to go pick up the kids and go inform them that their daddy had just died. And so that wasn't anybody that would have been designated, but this was during the time that you could trust just about anybody to come to the school to come and get you or your kids. Explain what to never do. Tell them to never, ever get into a car or go somewhere without a parent or caregiver. Emphasize to your child that if someone they know, but who is not a designated, trusted adult, or someone they have never met before, tries to convince or force them to go somewhere, then they should scream as loudly as they can, "Help! This is not my dad! Help! This is not my mom!" Tell them that they should also run, and if they are grabbed, that they should punch, hit, and kick as strongly as they can. Said, don't instill fear. Just turning on the evening news is enough to make children and adults feel as if there's danger lurking in every corner. Fear of every situation can actually be counterproductive and can make a child so afraid of everything they are vulnerable to being manipulated by threats. Instead, give your child the confidence, the strength, the tools to prevent and manage potential danger. Rather than focusing on every danger your child could face, empower your child by talking to them about how they would recognize and avoid potentially dangerous situations and handle unexpected scenarios. Kind of like role play. Yep, there is, but they don't now. Had a bullet go in my neighbor's house while I was taking care of her. That's how they knew I got security cameras. Wow. Went to jail. Was anybody in the house hurt? Was anybody in the house hurt, Tammy? I'm sure. Thank God nobody was hurt. I'm glad you weren't hurt and the other people in that house were not hurt as well. Okay, then you can play like scenario type of things where your kids to get them to understand what to do. For instance, what would they do if they were accidentally separated from you in public places? Answer, look for a woman with a child or a baby and ask for help. Or what's the best way to handle it when someone they know, say a neighbor or a friend of the family, ask your child to come with them, claiming that you sent them to get your child in an emergency? Okay. And so know that only designated trust individually adults previously named by you, such as a grandparent or another relative, and no one else is allowed to come and get them. Use resources for kids. Watch videos such as The Safe Side. I, I guess we need to see if there's actually a video at YouTube that's called The Safe Side. Stranger Safety. Hot tips to keep cool kids safe with people they don't know and kind of know. Featuring John Walsh with your child. The Safe Side website. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. Sorry. The Safe Side website also features resources designed for kids such as quizzes, puzzles, and safety tips. We need to remember the name of that. It says the Safe Side website. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, also has a wealth of free child safety resources for parents, guardians, and children at missingkids.com. Repeat these messages just as you would with fire drills. Practice these safety tips periodically with your child. Do this especially right at back to school time and at beginning of summer when your kids are likely to be outside more, a fact that is all too well known to predators. When you are outside in a crowded place such as a mall or park, ask your child what they would do if they were separated. Which of the people around you would they go to for help? Point out some of the people who could assist them. Do they remember your cell phone number? Yeah, that hand signal, where you put your thumb inside your hand and then you close the four fingers over it, almost like a hello type of thing. You go like that and you do that signal several times, open and close it, like help. It's almost like a 911 thing, you know? For most parents, thinking about predators and child abduction can be anxiety provoking, so the thought of even having this conversation with your kids can wreak havoc on the nerves. However, having these conversations early and during important times in your child's life are extremely important. If you are equipped and are able to create a safe environment to speak about these topics. You can help protect your children from avoidable danger. I think I'm going to look up the safe side. I'm going to see um, if I can find that right quick. And try to see if I can share that. Safe. When I did that safe. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got it now. All right. So I'll go ahead and present that. Share screen. I hate that they changed the setting on this, where it's even more difficult. So here's how the website looks, thesafeside.com. It says, welcome to the safe side, free videos and music to help smart kids stay smarter. In the UK, if a woman is on a date and she finds herself being creeped out, she can go to the bar and ask to speak to Charlie. The bar staff are trained for red flags. Oh yeah, I've seen some people come up and say different things, and even men that's been victimized and threatened and stuff, and they let them know. They've saved many people. I think more of the staff around needs like that as well. It's created, welcome to Say Side, free videos and stuff created by Julie Clark, founder of Baby Einstein and We School, and John Walsh, America's Most Wanted, and The Hunt. The Sayside videos are a terrific way to teach young kids how to be safer in potentially dangerous situations. Designed to help children to feel empowered, these award-winning shows are upbeat and positive, teaching important tips in a confident, playful way. Let's see, teacher parent resources. I'm going to go right here to see what all they got. They got stranger safety home guide for people. Yeah, looky here, y'all, where you actually download the PDFs. Okay, it says, please be patient when printing this PDF. It may take several minutes of processing time before. All right. Family discussion with your kids. Dear parents and guardian, and here's what it says right here. We're pleased to welcome you to the safe side. We're constantly asked what families can do to help their children stay safer. Here's a simple 3-point plan. Remember, just go to the safeside.com and it's got these different things where you can go to, where you can download the PDFs. It'd be well advised to print up these and have them up on your walls, these rules to keep you informed. Educate your kids. Knowledge is power. We created the Safe Side to present important safety information to kids in an engaging, easy to remember way. The activity guide was developed to help lead families through a thorough learning process. Here's what we recommend. Read the first section, an introduction to personal safety, to familiarize yourself with the resources contained in the family guide. Watch the Stranger Safety DVD with your child at least once. Encourage your child to watch it as many times as he or she wants to. Hold a family discussion and complete the various activities we provided. Celebrate completion of your home study program with a graduation event. Periodically discuss safety and review the hot tips with your child. 2. Know your neighborhood. It's good to know whether or not potential threats exist in your immediate area. Family Watchdog, yeah, y'all know that link where you go to familywatchdog.us? It's a free online service that keeps track of the locations of registered sex offenders using publicly available databases. Support changes in the child protection laws. After years of effort, the Adam Walsh Walsh Child Protection and Safety Act finally became law last July 2006, putting federal penalties and enforcement in place. Many states have also implemented Jessica's law, and other states are considered it and oh, are considered it and other protective legislation. We encourage you to support such efforts by writing to your representatives and vote for laws that protect our kids from predators. As a parents of young children, we hope our work at the safe side contributes to your family being safer. John Walsh and Julie Clark. So that's how that one looks. Then it's as it goes on further down, it talks about here's a table of contents. So in the book, you'll be able to, in the PDF, when it's a good time to discuss safety, overview, note to homeschoolers, planning your family program. Let's get on the safe side. Be smart, be cool, be safe. Then there's family discussion questions and activities. Hot tips mini poster and my safe side data child ID kit. You've been super sanctified. Certificate of Achievement. Stronger Safety Trivia Game. Cool. They actually got trivia games to go along with it, y'all. Article Child Safety is more than a slogan. Then it's got the acknowledgments. There's an introduction. I'm just scanning through it right now. There's a note. And it also has, if you're interested in more comprehensive curriculum, download the free Stranger Safety Teacher Guide. Cool. Planning your family program. And it says, here's a checklist can be used to move through the steps of the family program correctly. Planning chart. So if people just, this is awesome. I'm so glad that I came across this. Objectives: introduce key concepts, safe side adults, don't knows, and kind of knows. Introduce the 7 stranger safety hot tips. Okay. And we talked about the problem with the term stranger. And then it says a few words about the Stranger Safety movie. It says prepare yourself for something a little different. The movie is an engaging blend of zany characters, humorous situations, and serious safety messages. I might have to go back up to the video and see how that is. I don't know if y'all's game for that or not. And like I said, it's got internet safety guides as well. I think everybody needs these different tools. Thank you. So I think this would, be a lot of big assets. A lot of people would need this. The safetyside.com is where you get this information, and you can download it yourself. I like this site. I really do. And there's where the child ID kit. Let's see how that kind of looks. There's your child's name, the date. A safe side super shot. So it's got the school. It's got, please fill in the information about your children. Phone number, the eye color, and everything. Wow. My physical features, my pearly whites, fingerprints and DNA. And then it's got right here like the word search fun, connect the dots. Wow. What to do when if your child is missing. I think this is important for us to go over right now too. Act immediately if you believe that your child is missing. If your child is missing from home, search your house, check in closets, piles of laundry, ended under beds, inside over refrigerators, wherever a child may crawl or hide. If you still cannot find your child, immediately call your local law enforcement agency. If your child disappears in a store, notify the store manager or security office. Then immediately call your local law enforcement agency. Many stores have a code Adam plan of action. If a child is missing in the store, employees immediately mobilize to look for a missing child. When you call law enforcement, provide your child's name, date of birth, height, weight, and any other unique identifiers such as eyeglasses and braces. Tell them when you notice that your child was missing and what clothing he or she was wearing. Request that your child's name and identifying information be immediately entered into the National Crime Information Center, the NCIC missing person file. After you have reported your child missing to law enforcement, call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children on its toll-free telephone number, 1-800-THE-LOST. If your computer is equipped with a microphone and speakers, you may talk to one of the center's hotline operators via the internet. Exactly. Just right here, I think it's got a lot of, then there's a stranger safety teacher guide. So that helps the teachers out. Teacher preparation, the stranger safety unit. Wow. And then there's Internet Safety Teacher's Guide also. There's a lot of, I'm really impressed with this site right here. Thank you so much. That's what I'm trying to do. I love trying to find out more information that's going to help out. That's what I tried to bring more awareness and give us more tools. A lot of people don't think there's enough tools. Well, thank you so much, Tammy. So then I want to go next. I'm not going to close out them other windows yet. So here is they have a join. I might have to change to the settings on the StreamYard again so we can watch this video. So give me a second to change the settings back to where
This is Jules, VP of a ketchup company, about to use Grammarly to handle a PR issue.
Wait a minute. Don't go in there. It may not be safe. Better call for... Ew. Better call... Safe Side Super Chick. And she's come to Earth to keep us all smart, cool, safe. Faster than your mother's toaster. More powerful than a runaway hamster. She's... Safe Side Super Chick. Keeping the people of Earth smart, cool, safe. She's... Safe Side Super Chick.
That's me!
No, you're Safe Side Super Chick.
Whatever. Can we lose the thunder, please?
Just a little thunder?
Okay, for this last time. Hi, I'm Safe Side Super Chick, and I'm here to keep you on the safe side. There are a few things you should know. First is that I have a Safe Side Super Shirt. When everything's safe, it's green like this. And then other times, I'm in yellow when you have to be careful. And other times, I'm in red when it's not safe. You should also know about Safe Side Super Badges. Let's go back to green. I said green. When anybody earns a Safe Side badge, you're gonna hear this sound.
I like thunder.
Whatever. All right, ready? I'm a don't know.
Safe side super chick. What's a don't know?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, I'm gonna show you. You ready? Let me make a comparison. A person you don't know is a lot like a dog. No, I don't mean don't knows are all hairy or anything. What I mean is that they may look really, really nice, but you still have to be careful. Can we lose the dog suit, please? Whoa! I wasn't expecting that.
Hey, watch out!
Wow, that was close. That dog didn't look like it could hurt anybody, but people you don't know are just like that. You would never go up and pet a strange dog without your safe side adult, would you? So you should never speak to a person you don't know without asking your safe side adult first. You could get hurt. Oh, that dog. Wait. Ah. Whoa. Sorry. If you don't know someone, they're a don't know. Whoa. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Want that back? There you go. I want you to take a look at some people.
They all look pretty nice.
Yep, but some of them may not be. Can you pick out the people that may not be nice just by looking at them? Freeze, please! Hi! Every one of these people are don't knows. I can't tell who may hurt me and who may not. Can you? They all look really, really nice. So did that dog. Hey! Come over here! Hello! Wait a second, that's too close. Back up. Yeah, perfect. One place you can find a lot of don't knows is a basketball court. All of these people are don't knows because you don't know any of them. I don't know any of them either. But check this out. Safe side, got game, yes I do. Hey, what did I say?
Sorry.
Watch this. I got the tools and I got the talent.
I hear you got some moves, safe side super chick.
That's right.
But I'm pretty good too.
Oh yeah, how good? What's a don't know?
A don't know is someone you don't know.
He is good. But I'm good too. Watch this. I am queen of the court. Safe side is my name and safety is my game. Slam time.
That chick's got safety game.
Yeah! Whoa! Hey, wait a minute. Whoa.
Hey, you a great safe side super chick.
Hey!
Thanks for the game. See you.
Hey, wait a minute! I was just kidding about that in your face.
There are people you don't know most places you go. And just like a dog, don't knows can be dangerous. It's cold. If your safe side adult is not right there with you. And just like a dog, you can't tell just by looking at someone whether they will hurt you or not.
But Safe Side Super Chick can tell because she has super safetified super eyes and...
Wrong! I can't tell either. But if your safe side adult is with you and can see you, you're okay. Da-da-da-da! I see birdies outside. Whoa. Really nice, but so
Okay, can y'all hear me back again? Okay, can y'all hear me back again? Okay, good. Okay, so it does have a lot of different things that you could watch, and kids might be interested in, um, and it's got a lot of awareness. I thank y'all for listening to today's show and being there for me. I appreciate each and every one, and I hope that y'all have a wonderful day today. Thanks for being here, Jackie Cunningham and Tammy, and anyone else that was here today. And I think I'm going to turn on my camera quick and show the link, show that hand sign. Okay? I don't really like putting my cam on, but I'll do it. Okay, start my cam. Hello. Do the sign. Put your finger in. Go like this. To make sure. Put your finger like this. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. All right. Goodbye, y'all. And y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. Because you might even see someone doing that signal, and that means that they need help. That would be your hint that this person is needing help. Sometimes when I'm going down the road, I'm practicing hand signals and stuff. And thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. And thank you. God bless. Please remember to keep missing kids in your thoughts and prayers. Love y'all. Thank you.